So here I am with my water boiled and my pasta in it, and it's nearly ready. Now, to make the macaroni and cheese for kids, it's the secret veggies, it's really important to cook your macaroni just to the point where it's just cooked, because it's good for the macaroni to sop up some of the yummy juices. So here I've got my, turn that off. I'm pouring this into the sink. Yeah, my kitchen's really small, so, you know. And what I like to do too is, oh man, steam hot, is to save a bit of that yummy salty water so that, oh, I just nearly lost half my macaroni and cheese, which is not good. Anyway, so what I've got is, I'm just going to put that aside, so we don't need that, I'll clean that up later. I only have a small kitchen, like I keep saying. Okay, so we've got our yummy macaroni and cheese here. Now I'm just putting a little bit of that water that I've saved into a container just in case we need it. Alright, so now I don't want to use all of this because I'm going to make some for the adults. Alright, so I'm going to do about half. So I've done about half of that macaroni. Actually, a little bit more because there's some in the sink that I can use later. Alright, so here, I'll just move that down so you can see. Can you see? Yeah? Okay, so we've got our yummy pasta here. I could turn that off. Yay. So now we've got our pasta. Now, when I made the white sauce, I didn't put any salt and pepper in on purpose. So I think that when you're going to make a macaroni and cheese has a lot of salt in it, so you might not need it. So I have here white pepper and Murray River pink salt, and so I will do it to taste. Now, it's really important to always make things to taste. I think people just get a recipe and they just put, you know, follow the recipe perfectly, and then it doesn't taste right because they haven't tasted it. Just like when I make a white sauce, sometimes I have to put extra milk in because all flour is different. It some takes more milk, some takes less milk. So that's why sometimes if you use the same recipe, and one day it might be thicker and the next week it might be thinner. It depends on the flour. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the white sauce in. So this is the white sauce that I've made earlier. And see how nice and thick and not lumpy it is. So I'm putting about, I don't know, 3 good spoonfuls in. You'll find that even though I'll give you like measures and things, that, yeah, that it's all just an adjustment. Okay, so this is, see how all the pasta is coated? Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in about half, oh, I really shouldn't be using my fingers, but you know what, it's me, I use my fingers all the time. About half the mushed up cauliflower. Alright, so I'm going to stir that around. Got to make sure that you don't get lumps. Okay, so I'm making this today. Hang on, I'll just get a spoon. I'll get a couple because we taste as we go. Alright, so now that still tastes really yummy, so I think I'm just going to add the rest of that. So that's a half a cauliflower that I've put in there. And so you think, the kids think that they're having some really yummy, you know. And then I'm going to do the carrot. I did 2 carrots, so I'm just going to put all those in. Now, if your kids don't like carrots, then it doesn't matter. They like sweet things. And what the carrot does, the reason why you get away with carrots is because you just get the sweetness of the carrot and it changes it to like that fake cheese colour. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I've still got a little bit of that pasta drain off, pasta juice, I suppose you would call it. I just want the consistency to be a little bit thinner. So here is my macaroni and cheese, but there's no cheese yet. So here we go. So it's got another spoon. So we've got the macaroni, cauliflower, carrot. So these are all hidden. And the carrot sort of looks like cheese. That really horrible processed stuff. Now I've got 150 grams of cheese. You put as much in or as little as you like. If you like it cheesy, make it cheesy. If you don't like it cheesy, don't put so much cheese in. All right. But that's 150 grams of cheese. Here, another taste. So that is really good. And this is the kids' version. Okay, so I'm putting a bit of white pepper in. I like white pepper for macaroni and cheese. And maybe a teaspoon of salt. I like white pepper because it's not as strong. And I think kids, I mean, you still want to season because kids like seasoning. All right, last taste. Yum. Oh, I don't know any kid that wouldn't like that. So I'm just going to put in the rest of my 150 grams of cheese. All right, so that is my macaroni cheese. Looks really gross in the bowl. Now, lift that up a bit. I don't have to bend down. What I do is I get these containers so then it can go in the freezer. Now, I know some of you, I'm going to just get the container out of... Okay, so this is my nice enamel container. So I'm going to make one to go in the freezer. Now, if you make a whole batch of pasta, you can make one to give to a friend. Make a whole batch to put in the freezer. I normally do that. Put a whole batch in the freezer. Excuse me, just with my finger. Okay, so that's it. And what I do now is I just grab a little bit of extra cheese. This is a little bit of provolone. You can use Tasty. I think I have some mozzarella in the freezer. Hang on. Oh yeah, that 150 grams of cheese, you can use whatever cheese you like. So I just put a little bit of provolone, a little bit of mozzarella, just only a little bit. Now, if lots of people put breadcrumbs on top, if they want to do that, yay. If they don't, doesn't matter. All right, and so then I just put that, I got my little container, put that in the freezer. Now, if you're the sort of person like me that has cooking days, then macaroni, kids. So this is macaroni kids. Now, you know what? If your kids eat broccoli and mushrooms and things like that, then go ahead, put your macaroni cheese in. Put them in your macaroni cheese. Okay, so then I've got this container. Love enamel because it's easy to clean and, you know, things might stick to it, but it's really quite easy. So I've got my macaroni and cheese. I'll put it in my container. I don't know, can you see that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, but you can't see my face, and well, that's not so bad, hey? All right, so the macaroni. So I'm going to take this to a friend of mine who's not well today. So I was actually supposed to do this in her kitchen, but she's not well. So, Tanny, this is for you. So, yep, so I've got my macaroni and cheese in the container. Sprinkle it with a bit of cheese. Now, did I say breadcrumbs? You can put some breadcrumbs on it if you like. I'm not going to. Just a bit of extra gluten that you don't need, I suppose. Bit of cheese on the top. Mozzarella. I'm not Italian, by the way. I just love everything Italian. So a bit of cheese. And voila. Kids macaroni and cheese with hidden vegetables. I hope you enjoy. Ah! before I stop, then now what you have to do is you have to put this in the oven. Okay, so if you put it in the oven on 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes, that should be fine, until all the cheese is melted and start to bubble. Okay, so I just got the macaroni and cheese that I cooked in the oven. So it was at 180 degrees for 25 minutes. And then I put the griller on high and just popped it under just to get a little bit more brown on top, because it just makes it look good. All right, so there is that was the kids one. This is going to Tanya. Hope you enjoy. See you next time. Bye.